おはようございます。皆さん、おはようございます。おこんにちは。Whenever you are watching this, 今日はね、we are talking about our mini project and you will need to make a video for this as this is a speaking assessment. So the aim of this assessment is to create a menu about traditional or contemporary Japanese foods that discuss whether or not you would like to eat them. So for the Japanese part of this, we have covered a couple of verbs and a couple of ways to say things in Japanese. Because I've had to turn this into a speaking assessment, I've added a few more grammar structures and sentences that you can add to flesh out each part of the menu project. Okay, so some things you can discuss is whether or not you have eaten the food before. So you can use o tabeta koto ga arimasu. So you can put any food in this space here. So for example, sushi o tabeta koto ga arimasu. I've eaten sushi before. By choosing to turn the mas to masen, it becomes the opposite. So sushi o tabeta koto ga arimasen. I have not eaten sushi before. And for the second examples, if you are choosing to maybe talk about Japanese ramune or Japanese sake, so any drinks, you can use nonda koto ga arimasu or nonda koto ga arimasen. Okay, by putting in the drink in this space here, you'll be able to say whether or not you have eaten or drunk that food before. いいですか？じゃあ、2番。You need to identify whether or not the food looks delicious to you. So this is nice and easy. So any food or drink は美味しそうです can look delicious. Or food or drink は美味しくなさそうです means it doesn't look delicious. いいですか? So either of those is okay. You also need to state whether or not you like the food using one of the following options. So that will be in the space here. For example, sushi ga daisuki desu. I love sushi. Sushi ga suki desu. I like sushi. Sushi ga suki janai desu. I don't like sushi. Sushi ga kirai desu. I hate sushi. Or sushi ga dai kirai desu. I really hate sushi. So remember, any types of your Japanese food, just go at the start of these sentences in the spaces provided. Right. You also need to state whether or not you want to eat the food or drink it. So just putting in the food in the space. So for example, sushi o tabetai desu or juice o nomitai desu. Sushi o tabetaku nai desu. Juice o nomitaku nai desu. Right, so the positive stuff is on the top. Negatives are on the bottom, and you just fill in these gaps. Right, at the last part of the food that you present is giving a giving a recommendation. Should they try it or should they not? You can use o tabete mite kudasai to ask them to please try eating something, or nonde mite kudasai, please try drinking it. Or if you think it's not a good idea, or tabenai de kudasai, please don't eat it. Or nomanai de kudasai, please don't drink it, okay? So each part of your menu project should look something like this. So you have your title of what the food is, you have the food as shown, and then you will have what you need to state. So for example, sushi o tabeta koto ga arimasu. I have eaten sushi before. Sushi wa oishisou desu. The sushi looks delicious. 私は寿司が大好きです。I love sushi. 寿司を食べたいです。I want to eat sushi. And 寿司を食べてください。Please eat the sushi. ね、お寿司を食べてみてください。Please try eating the sushi. いいですか？じゃあ次は、ramen is a type of Japanese drink. It's kind of like a lemonade, but it does come in different flavors, as you can see. So you can say for the drinks, ラムネを飲んだことがあります。ラムネは美味しそうです。私はラムネが好きです。ラムネを飲みたいです。ラムネを飲んでください。Please drink ラムネ。ね。So in terms of specifications, you need to speak for about 2 minutes. You need to include about 16 Japanese foods, but the 2-minute video timer is more important. So for example, if you do 4 starters and 4 main dishes and you've spoken for 2 minutes, then you don't have to worry about the drinks and desserts. So the 16 is just a rough guideline, especially if you are a fast speaker. If you're not, then you might need to do considerably less. Okay, so it just depends. But 2 minutes is a good time to aim for. You can include starters, main dishes, drinks, and desserts, or any mix of the above. Okay. And just a reminder, the foods must be Japanese, but can be contemporary. Contemporary mean popular or new, or traditional. So things like miso soup or ramen, okay, teriyaki, anything like that, which is kind of old-fashioned. Hey, here are some pronunciation guides to help you when you're creating your video. So remember that wherever I have written food or drink, that is where you will need to put the Japanese equivalent of that food or drink. じゃあ、please repeat after me. Food を食べたことがあります。Food を食べたことがあります。Drink を飲んだことがあります。Food を食べたことがありません。Drink を飲んだことがありません。So a little bit faster. Food を食べたことがあります。Drink を飲んだことがあります。Food を食べたことがありません。Drink を飲んだことがありません。じゃあ次。Food or drink は美味しそうです。Food or drink は美味しくなさそうです。Food drink は美味しそうです。Food drink は美味しくなさそうです。Food drink が大好きです。Food drink が好きです。Food drink が好きじゃないです。Food drink が嫌いです。 food, drink が大嫌いです。もうちょっと早い。A little faster. food, drink が大好きです。food, drink が好きです。food, drink が好きじゃないです。food, drink が嫌いです。food, drink が大嫌いです。はい、次。food を食べたいです。drink を飲みたいです。food を食べたくないです。drink を飲みたくないです。はい。多いよね。ごめんなさい。じゃあ、もうちょっと早い。food を食べたいです。drink を飲みたいです。food を食べたくないです。drink を飲みたくないです。じゃあ、最後は、はい、so last one here as our persuasions. food を食べてみてください。drink を飲んでみてください。food を食べないでください。drink を飲まないでください。はい、じゃあこれはおよね。ごめんなさい。はい、もうちょっと早い。food を食べてみてください。drink を飲んでみてください。food を食べないでください。drink を飲まないでください。はい、じゃあ以上です。